We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Taylor. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's McCoy. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He finds McCoy. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. Completes it to Hearns. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Bortles. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bortles is going to let this go deep for Lee. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll begin by running the option. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Bortles to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Taylor to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. Jones now in motion left. Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Taylor. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
On the option, here's Taylor.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? This time Taylor will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Bortles now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Bortles. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The Jaguars are going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun, it's Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
At their own 30-yard line. There you go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And now here's another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's got Lewis. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Shotgun now for Bortles. Man open is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. And he floats one there, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What are you doing? Were they even paying attention?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways.
There he goes, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing is Bortles. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Bortles. And down he he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dean Lowry, his second sack of the night. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bortles going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. That's caught at the 25. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. 45 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the end around with Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jags have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again to McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Taylor. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Airs this out for Matthews. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 20. Now it's Taylor.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's.
And my goodness, another interception.
Will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That is caught.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards.
And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And
he's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Good pickup there, 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Taylor will throw. Flush to his right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Now Bortles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Bortles to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That caught by Manhertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Breaks a tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. To throw is Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the side. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Now Bortles, gotta have this one. This is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I think he tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Oh, he'll They'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Taylor.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Taylor.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
What a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. Yeah, the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give him some kind of a game-time attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Extra point forthcoming. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many